recognized the power and potential of the Goldwing, embraced it, and rode it all over, from Canada to Mexico and everywhere in between. They've seen it evolve a lot over the years, from a naked-styled 1,000 four-cylinder to the 1,800 flat-six powerhouse we know today. And we're not done.
The Honda Goldwing? Who buys these bikes anyway? You know, I've ridden a lot of motorcycles, and a lot of large motorcycles, but nothing as large as these Goldwings. Like, I never understood the appeal of this lazy boy couch on wheels. Who's this for anyway? For 2018, Honda just released this new redesigned monstrosity. Sure, it looks better than the old version, but it's still a very large land yacht. Are you wondering how much this bike weighs? Well, the old one weighed in at 898 pounds, and this new one is 85 pounds lighter. Yay! Sure, that's a little bit lighter, but it's still close to 1 ton. For those that don't know motorcycles, that's super large. That's like orca fat. Honda is releasing 2 versions of this bike. One is a 7-speed DCT, and the other is a standard speed manual. It's got all sorts of stuff you don't really want on a bike, like for example Apple CarPlay integration. Like, who needs that stuff? You know, one thing I've always hated about these bikes is the amount of bodywork. Like, I like bodywork on a bike, but on these like large tours like SD1300s and Goldwings, to do any sort of work, you have to remove intricate plastic throughout the bike. And if you're a home mechanic, you do realize that time is money, and I'd rather be riding than messing with my big wing. This bike starts at $23,000 for the standard Goldwing, and the automatic starts at $24,700, and the special Goldwing Tour starts at $26,700. Now, you can get a lot of cars for that price, say a Nissan Versa, Toyota Yaris, and you'd be way more comfortable than getting a Goldwing. So why get the Goldwing? I know Goldwings can handle well, and I know you guys are going to write in the comments saying that they can outrun me, and I'm pretty sure they can. I've seen a lot of Goldwing riders riding really well, and in the Tail of the Dragon, where it's very tight and everything like that, I've seen Goldwing riders ride with the best of them. But it's still a very big, heavy bike to maneuver, and I just can't see it as being like a great fun bike. Generally, when you get a Goldwing, this is not your first bike. People who get Goldwings are usually veterans of riding and veterans of like wars and things like that, because when you go to Rolling Thunder, there's tons of Harleys and there's tons of Goldwings. The one thing that I do get about this bike is that it's comfortable. Going cross-country in one of these is effortless. If you're a retired older person who has spent a lot of time in a recliner, who needs, you know, this amount of cush, then you better have money to ride this cross-country, because this thing is not easy on gas. It gets only 30 miles to the gallon on average, and with the bike holding on to close to 1 ton of weight, the tires get beat up pretty fast. Like, no wonder that, you know, Goldwing riders put car tires on their rear tires, because they wear out tires so much because of the weight of the bike. So when you buy a Goldwing, you're buying a cult of a bike. You know, these riders don't really belong to normal groups of motorcyclists. You know, they can't really belong to Harley riders or adventure riders or touring riders or sport bike riders. They're really in their own niche. If you want to make 200 miles look like a Sunday walk, then get this bike, because you're going to put more miles and miles and not even notice that you're riding. But if you want the actual experience of a motorcycle, I would get something a little bit different. Something simple with any bells and whistles. And the Goldwing, it's got all the bells and whistles.